Chapter 351. 9 Revolving Purple Chi Domain and Clear Sky Sword Domain suppress some of his strength, and even if I don't use the trump card, it is enough to kill level 4 demon. After using the Bronze Sword Essence secret technique, you should be able to fight with Shedding Body Realm First Layer Martial Artist, or compete for a while. Once you use 9 Revolving Purple Chi Divine Merit and Clear Sky Sword Art, even if you face Shedding Body Realm Second Layer Martial Artist, you can occupy an absolute advantage. After some analysis, Li Fuchen roughly knows his strength. His strength is roughly at the level of Shedding Body Realm 3rd Layer, and it is unknown whether he can compete with Shedding Body Realm 4th Layer. In other words, with his current strength, in the peaceful era, it is enough to be unstoppable in Eastern Lin Continent. Unfortunately, it is not a peaceful era. But 9 Revolving Purple Chi Divine Merit Veined Mark and Clear Sky Sword Art Martial Mark, it is not a long-term solution. Li Fuchen is bitter. Put away the bitterness. Li Fuchen walked to the body of brown-clothed old man. The first thing to see is the token on the waist of brown-clothed old man. There are 2 words written on it, Iron River. It turned out to be Iron River Sect Supreme Elder. Li Fuchen eyebrows picked. Iron River Sect is a second-rate sect like Heavenly Fiend Sect, but there are 2 Shedding Body Realm 4th Layer Martial Artists in Sect, and the strength is slightly higher than Heavenly Fiend Sect. Without caring about the token, Li Fuchen looked for brown-clothed old man's storage pouch. Soon, a golden silk storage pouch fell into the hands of Li Fuchen. The space inside the storage pouch is very large, almost 3 meters in size, enough to put a lot of things. Inside the things are very mixed. There are tens of millions of gold coins, a few pieces of profound level top-rank metal, a bottle of medicine pill, and a bottle of level 5 monster beast blood essence. In addition, the most valuable thing is the low-grade spirit stone. The low-grade spirit stone in brown-clothed old man's storage pouch is more than 2,000, about 10 times that of Li Fuchen. Worthy is Shedding Body Realm Martial Artist. Li Fuchen showed joy. Over the years, he originally had about 500 low-grade spirit stones, but he had consumed a lot of them, and now he only had more than 200 left. After all, he needed low-grade spirit stones for his cultivation, breakthroughs required low-grade spirit stones, and practicing the 10,000 swords return to origin also required low-grade spirit stones. In addition, he had also given a lot of low-grade spirit stones to others, so naturally, there were not many left. With over 2,000 low-grade spirit stones, it should be enough for me to cultivate to the Reincarnation realm. Breaking through the realm required a large amount of heaven and earth essence chi, especially breaking through to the Reincarnation realm. If he did not rely on low-grade spirit stones and only relied on absorbing the world essence chi, his cultivation speed would be much slower. Moreover, after breaking through, it would take a long time for him to consolidate his cultivation. Leaving the small valley, Li Fuchen continued to explore the Black Heaven Sect inner sect area. Most of the formations in the inner sect area had been destroyed. The small valley from before was well hidden, so it was spared. Of course, the most important thing is that when you come to the Black Heaven Sect ruins, everyone can't fly, so it is inevitable that there will be mistakes. If he could fly, he would be able to easily see which places he hadn't been to. Fortunately, with a strong consciousness, Li Fuchen's exploration range is much farther than Shedding Body Realm Martial Artist. When passing by a garden, Li Fuchen suddenly cursed inwardly. In the next moment, the power of the array burst out and the surrounding scenery changed drastically. This is... When he reappeared, Li Fuchen found himself in a grassland. Is this a ceiling array formation? Li Fuchen's face is a bit ugly. Ceiling array formation is the most difficult array formation. It can pull people into the array illusion created by the power of the array. The array illusion is different from the general illusion. The general illusion, as long as the spirit will is strong, you can ignore or immunize part of it. The array illusion is created by the power of the array. It is not enough to see through it. You must break it yourself. Li Fuchen didn't expect that there would be a ceiling array formation in the garden, otherwise he would never pass through the garden. This grassland should be created by the power of the array. It can be said that it is true, and it can be said that it is false. Li Fuchen lowered his head, and in his line of sight, the grass and the soil were somewhat illusory. Taking a deep breath, Li Fuchen lifted his feet and chose a direction to keep moving forward. Since the illusion has little effect on him, he can break the array and walk out as long as he finds the flaws in the array. However, it also depends on luck. After all, in the array illusion, it is more than 10 times more difficult to find the flaws in the array. I don't know how long it took, Li Fuchen didn't find a flaw in the array. Suddenly, the storm ahead, the monster Qi billowed. Is it level 5 monster beast? Li Fuchen squinted. Obviously, in addition to him, there is a level 5 monster beast trapped there. Damn, I want to go out. This is a level 5 low-rank monster beast, golden horned beast, which is dozens of feet long and crazy. It doesn't know how long it has been trapped here, maybe a day, maybe a month, maybe a year, the array illusion, so that its time perception is disordered, and it can't tell how long it has been. Far away, golden horned beast saw a figure. Take me out. Golden horned beast flew towards the figure. Li Fuchen spread his hand. Sorry, if I can go out, I won't stay. Since you can't take me out, then die for me. Golden horned beast slammed a claw to Li Fuchen, and the golden claw shadow was terrifying. The figure fell back, and Li Fuchen avoided the other side's claw. The golden horned beast madly attacked, but what made it more annoyed was that no matter how it attacked, it couldn't touch Li Fuchen. Golden horned beast puzzled. Because I am not affected by illusion. Li Fuchen grinned. The other party affected by the illusion will have errors in perception. If two people have errors in perception, they may be able to fight together, but his perception is very accurate, so in his eyes, the attack of the golden horned beast is not a threat at all, he just needs to avoid it a little. This is not fair. Golden horned beast couldn't control its emotions and continued to attack Li Fuchen. Just in time, I can test my strength. Li Fuchen pulled out profound light sword, 5-star secret technique Crimson Shadow inspired, Burning Heaven Merit Intent and Burning Heaven Sword Intent filled. Li Fuchen slashed on golden horned beast. Ding! Sparks splashed. Golden horned beast is unscathed. The strength of golden horned beast is roughly equivalent to shedding body realm first layer martial artist. It seems that it can't hurt it without exposing some trump cards. Dissipating the crimson shadow, Li Fuchen within the body burning heaven true Qi transformed into bronze sword Qi, and once again slashed on golden horned beast. This time golden horned beast was injured, and a few feet long hole appeared in its ribs. However, for the golden horned beast, which was dozens of feet long, this injury was not a big injury. Under the cover of the demon Qi, the bloody wound quickly closed. Sure enough, after using bronze sword essence secret technique, my strength is enough to compete with shedding body realm first layer martial artist, but it seems a bit difficult to kill golden horned beast. In the case of similar strength, monster beast is much harder to kill than human beings. The monster beast is too big, and some of the fatal injuries to shedding body realm martial artist fall on the monster beast, just a small hole. 10,000 swords return to origin. Figure back, Li Fuchen inspired 10,000 swords return to origin secret technique after combining with bronze sword essence secret technique. 10,000 swords return to origin sword Qi transformed into 10,000 swords return to origin bronze sword Qi. Tens of thousands of 10,000 swords return to origin bronze sword Qi filled the void, covering the sky. Go. Thousands of 10,000 swords return to origin bronze sword Qi combined together. Li Fuchen mind thought, bronze giant sword slashed to golden horned beast. Kata. This time, one of the forelimbs of golden horned beast was removed. 5-star secret technique and 6-star secret technique superimposed. The power of the outbreak is quite terrifying. Go! 2,000 10,000 swords return to origin bronze sword Qi combined together, and the bronze giant sword drew a sword shadow and slashed on the golden horned beast. The huge figure of golden horned beast was cut in half, and the blood sprayed like a fountain and dyed the grassland. 2,000 10,000 swords returned to origin bronze sword Qi combination, enough to kill golden horned beast. Li Fuchen's face showed satisfaction. One day, when 9 revolving purple Qi divine merit veined mark and clear sky sword art martial mark disappeared, 10,000 Swords Return to Origin and Bronze Sword Essence Secret Technique are also his big trump card, even if not as good as the first two, but also quite terrible. Putting away the remaining 10,000 Swords Return to Origin Bronze Sword Chi, Li Fuchen began to collect Golden Horned Beast blood. An hour later, Li Fuchen refined 10 drops of level 5 Monster Beast blood essence from Golden Horned Beast. Coupled with a bottle of level 5 Monster Beast blood essence from Iron River Sect Supreme Elder, Li Fuchen has absolute certainty to cultivate the Dragon Form Forging Body 4th chapter to the realm of perfection, and even to the 5th chapter. As for the Golden Scaled Grass, it will be used last. It's better to try it first. Li Fuchen's heart was a little moved. When he came to the garden, Li Fuchen did not see Golden Horned Beast, which proved that in the ceiling array, it was difficult to see the situation inside the array from the outside. Thinking of doing it, Li Fuchen immediately sat down and swallowed a drop of Golden Horned Beast blood essence. Blood essence entered the body, and the violent evil chi suddenly broke out, impacting Li Fuchen's spirit will. Li Fuchen's spirit will, firm as a rock, resisted the impact of evil chi. At the same time, Li Fuchen's body was gradually strengthened, and the strength of blood essence was quickly transformed into the strength of dragon form. The so-called strength of dragon form is the power brought by the cultivation of dragon form forging body chapter, hidden in the human body flesh and bones, equivalent to the human chi strength. At present, Li Fuchen has only a trace of strength of dragon form within the body, and when the dragon form forging body chapter cultivation to the final chapter, the strength of dragon form is truly perfect. 2 drops. 3 drops. 5 drops. 5 drops of Golden Horned Beast blood essence were consumed, and Li Fuchen's dragon form forging body chapter finally reached the realm of 4th chapter perfection. I saw that Li Fuchen's muscles were fine and strong, and there was a faint dragon form pattern flowing, giving a feeling of indestructibility. Opening his eyes, the dragon form pattern disappeared. Li Fuchen secretly thought, "Now I, with the body defense, is enough to ignore the general Heavenly Dipper Realm Peak Martial Artist full attack. With Burning Body True Chi and level 5 Monster Beast Leather Armor, should be able to resist the Shedding Body Realm First Layer Martial Artist several full attacks. If the trump card breaks out, the defense can be several times stronger." Li Fuchen's body protecting True Chi is divided into several levels. The first level is the most common body protecting Burning Body True Chi, the second level is the body protecting Bronze Sword Chi, and the third level is the body protecting Purple Copper Sword Chi. Chapter 352. Dragon Form Forging Body 4th Chapter Perfection. Li Fuchen is going to cultivate the 5th chapter. The 5th chapter corresponds to Shedding Body Realm. Once cultivated to small accomplishment, it is enough to resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm 3rd Layer Martial Artist. Cultivation to great accomplishment, you can resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm High Rank Martial Artist. Cultivation to perfection, you can resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm Apex Martial Artist. Of course, Li Fuchen did not expect to be able to cultivate to the small accomplishment realm in a short time. He only hoped to rely on the body defense to resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm First Layer Martial Artist. Once again swallowed a drop of Golden Horned Beast blood essence, Li Fuchen began revolving Dragon Form Forging Body 5th Chapter Chi and Blood Law. Within the body, the trace of strength of dragon form gradually grew, but Li Fuchen found that the speed of his own absorption of Golden Horned Beast blood essence also increased. After a while, 5 drops of Golden Horned Beast blood essence were consumed. With a hand, Li Fuchen quickly took out a bottle of level 5 Monster Beast blood essence from Iron River Sect Supreme Elder and dropped a drop into his mouth. Hong! This drop of level 5 Monster Beast blood essence contains chi and blood power is very majestic, more majestic than Golden Horned Beast blood essence. Li Fuchen estimates that it should be level middle rank Monster Beast blood essence, and I don't know where Iron River Sect Supreme Elder got it. 2 drops. 5 drops. 10 drops. After absorbing 10 drops of level middle rank Monster Beast blood essence, Li Fuchen's body began to be overwhelmed. So far, he has absorbed an incredible amount of Monster Beast blood essence. Although Monster Beast blood essence, as long as it can withstand the impact of its fiendish chi, it can be absorbed. But blood essence actually contains impurities. Some impurities are refined by Li Fuchen revolving body refining cultivation technique, and some deeper impurities are lurking. These impurities are very overbearing, and Li Fuchen's body even grows scales and hair. Seeing this, Li Fuchen quickly stopped absorbing level middle rank monster beast blood essence. The body shook, scales and hair turned into powder. There are too many impurities. I have to find a way to remove the impurities. Li Fuchen doesn't want to become a monster that is neither demon nor human. And he has a feeling that if he continues to absorb monster beast blood essence, sooner or later, his body will not be able to bear it. At that time, it will not collapse, it will be completely mutated, and it will be irreversible. What a pity! Originally, Li Fuchen had 1 or 2 chances to rely on the remaining level middle rank monster beast blood essence and golden scaled grass to strengthen the body to the extent that he was not afraid of the ordinary shedding body realm first layer martial artist, but now he can only give up. Body, Li Fuchen continues to look for array flaws. With his spirit will to resist the illusion realm and his exceptional awareness to search for the flaws in the array, Li Fuchen finally found a minute flaw after spending 3 days. Don't dare to be careless. Except for 9 revolving purple chi divine merit and clear sky sword art, Li Fuchen broke out with all the strength, and a sword stabbed the flaw. Array, the confinement array collapsed and Li Fuchen appeared in the garden again. Black Heaven sect is too terrifying. There are formations everywhere. Fortunately, this is just a ceiling formation. If it is a formation trap, it will be much more dangerous. After coming out, Li Fuchen breathed a sigh of relief. In Azure Billow sect, only important places are covered by array, such as Trial Tower, such as True Inheritance Tower, such as Martial Art Hall, such as the Resource Hall. The residence of Elder is not covered by array, unless it is the residence of Supreme Elder and other shedding body realm martial artist. Next, Li Fuchen did not dare to be careless. Every time he passed a place, he would test it more to avoid falling into array. Unconsciously, Li Fuchen began to approach the true inheritance area. If the outer sect and inner sect had basically been scouted, then the legacy area was an unfamiliar area to everyone. True inheritance area. In addition to true disciple, there are also true inheritance elder. It was different from the current era. In the era over 2,000 years ago, as long as it was a great sect, the direct inheritance elders would be at the low level or mid-level of the battle spirit realm. The arrays that they set up were basically peak class 5 arrays or even class 6 arrays. To know that level 6 array can kill and trap battle spirit realm expert. With a golden scaled grass, Li Fuchen is already satisfied. After all, it is better than nothing. But he still wants to enter the true inheritance area to try his luck. Maybe his strength is only at the bottom of shedding body realm martial artist, but his consciousness, but beyond shedding body realm, can see through most of the array flaws. The true inheritance area is very large. It seems to be much larger than inner sect and outer sect combined, and the distance between the buildings is very far. In this regard, Li Fuchen is not surprised. The higher the cultivation base, the stronger the strength, the higher the requirements for the living environment. Who will like the noisy and crowded environment? Without going deep into the true inheritance area, Li Fuchen walked quietly along the border. After walking for a long time, Li Fuchen found a very elegant small courtyard. Around the small courtyard, there is nothing else except a pond. It is very empty. This small courtyard and the pond are all covered with array. In the past, Li Fuchen's use of consciousness was very shallow, basically only used for fighting, rarely used to do other things, but after coming to the Black Heaven sect ruins, here the array is everywhere, a little careless, will fall in, so he is forced to use consciousness all the time. Gradually, he discovered some wonderful uses of consciousness, with a unique frequency of external consciousness, which allows him to discover the array fluctuations in advance. In general, the array fluctuations are very weak. Level 5 array, shedding body realm apex martial artist is difficult to detect, but Li Fuchen's consciousness, but beyond shedding body realm, can still detect. The array on the pond is at least a high-grade level 5 array, and the array in the small courtyard should be top-grade level 5 array. Li Fuchen is a little shocked. He can distinguish the strength of the array, mainly by comparison. The array on the pond is much stronger than the array he has experienced before. It is obviously not a general level 5 array, and the array covering the small courtyard is much more illusory. No, there is also an array on the lawn. Li Fuchen, who was going to walk over, suddenly stopped. Above this lawn, the array fluctuations are minimal, very hidden, not careful observation, simply cannot be felt. Is it a trap array? Trap array is more hidden and harder to detect than regular array. Thinking of this, Li Fuchen is a little cold. Looking around, Li Fuchen soon found that the slates on the lawn were long and wide and seemed to have a different purpose. The frequency of consciousness emission increased, and Li Fuchen tried to distinguish the special features of these slates. Good mysterious array. About half a cup of tea time, Li Fuchen spit out a breath. These stone slabs were a trap, but they were also a lifeline. If you step wrong, you will immediately trigger the array. If you step right, you can walk safely. Because of this, only 7 slates are not covered by the array, and the rest are covered. Thinking of this, Li Fuchen tried to step on the first slate that was not covered by the array. Sure enough. Stepping on the slate, the array has no movement. Li Fuchen is a lot more relieved. After a few breaths, Li Fuchen crossed the lawn and came to the pond. In this pond, Li Fuchen was shocked. In the pond, there is a monster beast skeleton. Because the array does not completely isolate the aura of the skeleton, Li Fuchen can clearly sense it when it is close. This aura is very strong, at least a level 5 mid-rank monster beast, and in fact, this is just a skeleton. A skeleton can emit the aura of a level 5 mid-rank monster beast. When it was alive, it was at least a level 5 high-rank monster beast, or even a level 5 peak monster beast. Trapping a monster beast that was at least a level 5 high rank in a pond, just thinking about it was very horrifying. Try to break the array. Level 5 high rank monster beast skeleton is still very useful, and Li Fuchen can perceive that the water in the pond is very simple. It seems to nourish the monster beast skeleton, so that it contains extraordinary power. Under the consciousness scan, it took 3 days for Li Fuchen to find a flaw. This flaw is constantly swimming, and the speed is extremely fast. Broken. Li Fuchen stabbed with a sword. Boom. A powerful force of the array came back. Li Fuchen vomited blood and flew out. At the critical moment, Li Fuchen quickly revolved 9 revolving purple chi divine merit veined mark. 9 revolving purple chi spread out, forcibly stopping the body of the violent retreat. To know behind him is the lawn. The attack power is not high enough. 9 revolving purple chi is transformed into bronze sword chi, and Li Fuchen once again stabbed the flaw that swam quickly. Kata. It seems that something is broken, and the array suddenly disintegrates. The next moment, an amazing aura spread out. What aura? A few miles away, a monster with an ox head turned his head and looked at the place where the aura came from. This aura makes him have a trace of desire. The ox-head monster flew in that direction and was extremely fast. Hey! Reaching out, Li Fuchen was going to suck out the monster beast skeleton, but when his true spirit touched the pond water, it melted immediately. It seemed that the pond water could even corrode true spirit. In this regard, Li Fuchen is very speechless, can see, cannot get, this mood is not so good. The aura is in that pond, human die. Just then, the ox-head monster rushed over. He saw Li Fuchen standing by the pond and thought there was no array here, so he rushed straight over and slammed out with a fist. It's Monster Ox. Li Fuchen turned his head and recognized the monster. This monster is the level middle rank monster beast Monster Ox that has fought with Flowing Light Sect Supreme Elder Gohai on the battlefield. He can't be the other opponent now. But he doesn't have to worry about it. There is an array on the lawn. Buzz. The array light shines, and on the lawn, countless grasses stand up, like a sword, slashing toward Monster Ox. Poo. This grass is extremely sharp, and the defense of Monster Ox can't resist it, and there is a deep bone scar on the body. In a short time, the level middle rank monster beast Monster Ox, even the monster beast shape has not been revealed, was killed by the grass, turned into a pile of flesh and bones swallowed and absorbed by the lawn. In the blink of an eye, the lawn returned to its original state. Li Fuchen narrowed his eyes and sighed that he was fortunate to be aware of the array on the lawn in advance. Otherwise, he would have become the nourishment of the lawn. Since he couldn't get the monster beast skeleton in the pond, Li Fuchen began to look at the small courtyard. Chapter 353. The array covering the small courtyard is much more perfect than Li Fuchen imagined. It took a week for Li Fuchen to find the flaws. After more than 2,000 years, the array can't have any flaws. It seems that the method of using consciousness is not clever enough. Li Fuchen began to experiment step by step. Hey, this aura? After a few days, another huge figure was attracted over. This is a level 5 high-rank monster beast silver armored bear. The silver armored bear has no hair, only a piece of silver armor the size of the palm, and its defense is better than the level 5 apex monster beast. Like the powerful monster ox, the silver armored bear is completely attracted by Li Fuchen and the monster beast bones in the pond. It completely ignores the lawn and flies straight over. Buzz. The array trap is launched, and the silver armored bear suddenly falls into it. Clang 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 clang. The silver armored bear's defense is extremely high, and the grass, like a sword, can't cut his armor at once. It can only leave a small crack on it. For a time, the spark splashed and looked very gorgeous. It's just that for a long time, the silver armored bear can't hold it anymore. Everything has a critical point. A piece of wood, countless times hitting the hard stone, will always break the stone one time. His defense has not reached the level of really ignoring the grass cutting. Kata. A piece of armor cracked and a trace of blood splashed, followed by other severely damaged pieces of armor cracked. Can't the level 5 high-rank monster beast hold it? Li Fuchen has a deeper understanding of the lawn array. Once caught in the array, unless you can get out, the level 5 high-rank monster beast will be killed alive, and the shedding body realm high-rank martial artist will go in and support for a shorter time. No longer looking at the silver armored bear, Li Fuchen continued to study consciousness. Finally, when the silver armored bear was bloody and about to die, Li Fuchen found the flaws in the array. He found that when the consciousness was diluted to the extreme, the consciousness could penetrate into the array for a short time, so that he could observe the array more carefully. Of course, to dilute the consciousness to such a degree, first of all, the consciousness must be very strong and tough. Ordinary shedding body realm martial artist, it is not diluted to such a degree, and take a step back, even if he can be diluted to such a degree, the consciousness cannot resist the erosion of the array, has not penetrated, it is estimated that it will be annihilated. After a detailed observation of the array, Li Fuchen was able to see many flaws of the array. These flaws of the array were hidden under the surface of the array. There was only a thin layer of array power covering it. As long as this thin layer of array power was pierced, the array could be broken. Not daring to be careless and waste the opportunity, Li Fuchen pulled out Killing Heaven Sword, 9 revolving purple chi transformed into bronze sword chi, and Li Fuchen stabbed it. Cut. An invisible crack appeared and the joint heaven sword in Li Fuchen's hand was frozen in place. Break! Chi frenziedly revolved. Li Fuchen gripped the joint heaven sword with both hands and thrust in. Boom! The light flickered, and the formation that enveloped the small courtyard finally collapsed. At this moment, the silver armor bear screamed and was cut into pieces by countless grass. The pieces were swallowed and absorbed by the lawn, disappearing without a trace. The level 5 high-rank monster beast eventually became the nourishment of the lawn. There is no need to feel for the silver armor bear. Li Fuchen pushed open the door of the small courtyard and walked in. The first thing that came into view was a big tree. The big tree had fallen into the withered stage, but on the branches of the big tree, there was a yellow and white flower. Faintly, Li Fuchen smelled a hint of fragrance. This fragrance is from the yellow and white flowers. The body is a lot lighter. What is this flower? Li Fuchen was quite surprised. Before absorbing too much monster beast blood essence, resulting in a lot of internal impurities in his body, feeling very heavy, but now, just smelling a fragrance, the heavy trend seems to be reduced a lot. how can he not be surprised? If there is a knowledgeable shedding body realm martial artist here, it will be recognized that this big tree is the famous flying spirit tree, and the flower on the tree is the precious flying spirit flower. Flying spirit flower is the main material of refining shedding body pill and one of the main materials of refining shedding body bone changing pill. It has the effect of removing impurities and washing impurities. However, flying spirit tree blooms once 100 years. The number of blooms each time is related to the age of the tree. The tree is 100 years old and blooms 10. The tree is 1,000 years old and blooms 100. The legendary flying spirit tree of 10,000 years old can bloom 10 golden flying spirit flower. At that time, flying spirit flower also has a name called flying immortal flower. However, it was not a simple matter to cultivate the flying spirit tree. The flying spirit tree had very high requirements for nutrition. When the nutrition was insufficient, the flying spirit tree would gradually wither. When it completely withered, it would be the time for the flying spirit tree to die. At that time, unless there was a treasure like the spring of life, it would be impossible to resurrect it. Reaching out, Li Fuchen sucked the yellow and white flowers into his hand. Voila! The next moment, the big tree instantly withered, and there was no trace of vitality. Putting the yellow and white flowers into the precious jade box, Li Fuchen looked at the big tree and thought, "Is it withered?" Unfortunately, the storage pouch is too small to put such a big tree, otherwise it will be taken out and cultivated, maybe it can be resurrected. After a pity, Li Fuchen glanced at the yard. There is nothing else in the yard except a big tree. Slowly spit out a turbid breath, Li Fuchen walked to the house. The door of the house was pushed open, and Li Fuchen saw the situation in the house. There are 4 rooms in the house. A bedroom, a living room, a pill refining room, and a retreat room. There is nothing in the bedroom living room. In the pill refining room, there is a pill refining furnace and a small gourd hanging on the wall. The pill refining furnace is empty, but Li Fuchen picked up the small gourd and found that there was a sound of medicine pill rolling inside. Medicine pill. Li Fuchen flashed in the eyes and quickly pulled the stopper of the small gourd. Suddenly, a medicine pill aura that makes the body light and agile spread out. It's shedding body pill. Although I have never seen shedding body pill, Li Fuchen has a hunch that this medicine pill is the shedding body pill that great elder Zhao Wei dreams of. There are 3 shedding body pill in the small gourd, each of which is full and round, exuding the aura of an immortal. Plug the stopper and put it into the storage pouch. Li Fuchen smiled on his face. Although he did not intend to take shedding body pill, the value of shedding body pill made him very satisfied. Eastern Lean Continent, trapped in the Heavenly Dipper realm cultivation base martial artist is not known. To know, even 5-star root bone, may not be able to step into shedding body realm, let alone 4-star root bone. A shedding body pill is enough to create a shedding body realm martial artist. Seeing that there is nothing in the pill refining room, Li Fuchen went to the last retreat room. The seclusion room was empty. There were no miscellaneous items at all. There was only a futon placed on the floor. This futon? Li Fuchen looked at the futon. The futon is pale yellow and looks ordinary, but as soon as Li Fuchen's consciousness gets close, he immediately finds that the futon hides an extremely deep aura. Thinking about it, Li Fuchen sat on the futon. In an instant, a pale yellow light enveloped Li Fuchen. Li Fuchen only felt that his mind was much cleaner and more secure, as if the whole world only had him and nothing else. What a mysterious futon! How does Li Fuchen not know that this futon is a treasure? A treasure that allows people to meditate on martial Tao. This treasure is often invaluable. Because everyone's meditation speed has a limit, and this futon can make people break through the limit and reach a higher level. This adventure, the harvest is far beyond imagination. Is it related to star fate? Li Fuchen can't help but think of other things. Star Fate Mountain Eastern Lean Continent Destiny, and can get Heavenly Dipper Battle Imprint, the Star Fate of Star Fate Mountain, Li Fuchen as the star list first, with the perfect form of Heavenly Dipper Battle Imprint, Star Fate is undoubtedly the strongest. Originally, Li Fuchen did not pay attention to this matter. After all, Star Fate is too illusory. But now, he feels that star fate exists. When returning to the pill refining room, Li Fuchen suddenly thought of a whim and put the pill refining furnace away. If he is right, this small courtyard should be the residence of Black Heaven Sect True Disciple Elder, and Black Heaven Sect True Disciple Elder, at least Battle Spirit Realm low rank, left behind the pill refining furnace, mostly not common grade, otherwise it is not enough to refine shedding body pill. Walking out of the small courtyard, Li Fuchen brows suddenly wrinkled. On the lawn, there is a level 5 demon. Level 5 demon is the peak existence in Eastern Lean Continent, and the strength surpasses the level 5 apex monster beast. Only the special level 5 apex monster beast such as Magic Pattern Tiger Shaking Mountain Elephant and Petrified Queen can suppress them. Like a sharp sword, the grass cut on level 5 demon, even the skin of level 5 demon did not break. This point, Silver Armored Bear is far inferior to level 5 demon. When Li Fuchen saw level 5 demon, the level 5 demon also saw Li Fuchen, but in his line of sight, Li Fuchen was in a very distant place, trap array, and his vision was disrupted. Level 5 demon roared again and again, madly sprinting where it went, the grass that flew over was smashed, and he couldn't do anything about it. This array is just a trap array. It is estimated that it can only trap and kill the existence below Battle Spirit Realm, and level 5 demon is the existence below Battle Spirit Realm apex. I don't know if this trap array can help it. Thinking about it, Li Fuchen is ready to step on the slate. Worried about the changes in the slate, Li Fuchen specially scanned to see which slate was not covered by the trap array. Sure enough, the position of the slate that was not covered by the trap array changed. If Li Fuchen still returned according to the original route, he would fall directly into the array like level 5 demon and die instantly. The figure flashed, and Li Fuchen stepped on the first slate, followed by the second slate. During the period, Li Fuchen even passed by level 5 demon. Fortunately, level 5 demon doesn't seem to be aware of the distance between the two sides. The chi strength emitted by other level 5 demon is also isolated by the trap array and can't hurt Li Fuchen. Eventually, Li Fuchen passed the lawn and returned to the road. As for the monster beast bones in the pond, Li Fuchen can't get them and can only wait for the next time. Chapter 354. However, level 5 demon is level 5 demon after all, and it is not so easy to trap and kill a level 5 demon. Katsa, I don't know how this level 5 demon touched the array barrier, only to see his hands forcibly tear a hole and then instantly drilled out. But before drilling out, he suffered an unprecedented blow. Half of the body was almost cut off by the grass, and the flesh was badly mutilated. Damn! This 5th level demon's bald head had many eyes, and it was these eyes that allowed it to find the location of the array formation barrier at the critical moment. However, the moment the array formation was torn apart, the intensity of the array formation's attacks skyrocketed, causing it to suffer serious injuries. The human actually went in unscathed and came out unscathed. It must be an array great master. I don't know what treasure he got. Many-eyed demon showed a greedy and violent color and followed the direction of Li Fuchen's departure. For a long time, Li Fuchen could not find the second small courtyard covered by the array. Li Fuchen estimates that the owner of the small courtyard, Black Heaven Sect True Disciple Elder, should like quiet and simple life, so he lives on the periphery of the True Disciple area. It's time to leave. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Li Fuchen has got enough benefits. It's time to go back and digest it. Human, stay for me. Just then, a figure behind caught up. It was Many-Eyed Demon. Not good. Li Fuchen's expression changed. He didn't expect Many-Eyed Demon to break free from the trap array. Otherwise he would never explore Black Heaven Sect along a route. The figure flashed, and Li Fuchen flew quickly. Good speed. Many-Eyed Demon was very surprised. As a level 5 demon, he had great physical strength and flew on the ground. The speed was far beyond shedding body realm martial artist. Of course, because he was seriously injured, the speed of running at the moment is only 20 or 30% of the usual. But it is also very great. But Li Fuchen's speed is not much slower than him, and it is difficult for him to catch up with each other in a short time. Seriously injured? Seeing that the other party did not catch up immediately, Li Fuchen breathed a sigh of relief. Black Heaven Sect ruins are shrouded in forbidden array, even shedding body realm martial artist can't fly, can only run on the ground. Flying had a higher requirement for one's physical fitness, but the requirement for one's true chi was much lower. With Li Fuchen cultivating the dragon form forging body chapter to the 4th chapter perfection, Li Fuchen's physical fitness is considered the top level in shedding body realm martial artist. After all, most shedding body realm martial artist cultivation is profound level top rank body refining cultivation technique. If the many-eyed demon was at its peak, Li Fuchen had no way to deal with it, but now there was a chance. What's the point of being fast? Die. The many-eyed demon punched out, and the majestic demon chi was like a storm, quickly attacking Li Fuchen. Li Fuchen seemed to have foresight, and a turn came to a small path, avoiding the attack of many-eyed demon. This is also thanks to the forbidden formation of the Black Heaven Sect ruins, which restricts the strength of the strength and greatly weakens the power and scope of the strength. Otherwise, many-eyed demon, as a level 5 demon, punches out how large the scope is, enough to destroy a city. The deeper one went, the quieter it became. Although the Black Heaven Sect ruins are dead and silent, there is no sound. But Li Fuchen still felt something strange. Turning his head, Li Fuchen looked at the chasing many-eyed demon. Many-eyed demon roared, but Li Fuchen couldn't hear what the other party was saying. The sound is gradually disappearing. Li Fuchen was shocked. He didn't sense the fluctuations of the formation at all. How could the sound disappear? Apparently, many-eyed demon hasn't noticed the strangeness of the path. He raised his right arm and hit Li Fuchen again. Without a sound, the black fist force pierced through the sky and chased after Li Fuchen. But the next scene left many-eyed demon stunned. The stone statue on the side of the path, suddenly alive, opened a mouth, and the fist strength was sucked clean. What happened? Many-eyed demon is very depressed. His fist energy, how huge, was actually absorbed by a stone statue. Even the Evil Fist Sect's sect master Evil King could not do this. Can't you use force? Li Fuchen saw this scene in his eyes. But under close contact, the stone statue should not be able to stop the use of force. Li Fuchen secretly thought. No matter, Li Fuchen continues to go deep into the path. With a transcendent consciousness, in terms of survivability, he may not be weaker than Many-Eyed Demon. Many-Eyed Demon gritted his teeth and followed. Even the trap array can't kill him. His heart is a little arrogant, thinking that with its own strength, it should be safe in the periphery of the direct disciple area. The path is extremely long, and later, Li Fuchen can be sure that they are no longer outside the direct disciple area, or deep into the direct disciple area. Damn. Many-Eyed Demon is a little drumming. He can be arrogant in the periphery of the direct disciple area, but when he gets inside, he has no confidence. After all, the direct disciple area is a bunch of direct elder. These direct elder are all battle spirit realm cultivation base, and the means left behind are more and more powerful. Finally, the path disappeared. A man and a demon came to the foot of a mountain. This is a mountain that looks quite majestic, about 1,000 feet high. Many-Eyed Demon chased behind. Li Fuchen had to start climbing the mountain. 100 feet. 3,000 feet. 1,000 feet. What happened? Li Fuchen looked up and found that the top of the mountain was still so far away. Is there a space array covering the mountain? Li Fuchen flashed a thought in his mind. Space array is also called Qiankuan array. There is Qiankuan in it. Like most ceiling array, it actually contains a trace of the mystery of space array. The higher the level of space array, the larger the internal space. From the outside, the mountain is only 1,000 feet high. After climbing the mountain, you can find that the height of the mountain is far more than 1,000 feet. The mountain shrouded by space array, it is not hard to imagine that this mountain must be the Black Heaven Sect. 2,000 feet. 3,000 feet. 5,000 feet. Finally, Li Fuchen took the first step to the top of the mountain. After arriving at the top of the mountain, Li Fuchen's face sank. There is a main hall on the top of the mountain. This main hall is incomparably majestic, like a miniature city. The majestic palace gate is like a city gate. There are 2 huge stone lions in front of the gate, at least 10 feet high. What makes Li Fuchen sink is that there are several figures on the plaza in front of the main hall. They are the owner of Horned Demon Territory, Horned Demon King, Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai, and a majestic old man with a bloody aura. Hey! The arrival of Li Fuchen attracted the attention of the 3. The Horned Demon King was stunned at first, then grinned. With his eyesight, it is natural to see that Li Fuchen is a Heavenly Dipper realm martial artist. A Heavenly Dipper realm martial artist can actually come here. The luck is really heaven-defying. But this luck it ends here. The Thunder God Sect's Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai frowned and sneered. He immediately ignored Li Fuchen's existence. As for the elder that was emitting a bloody chi presence, he revealed a trace of surprise and scanned Li Fuchen's body. Horned Demon King, Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder, the old man has a strong bloody aura. I am afraid it is 10,000 blood cult founder blood ancestor. Li Fuchen's heart sank again. A many-eyed demon is enough for him to have a headache, and there is a Horned Demon King and a blood ancestor. He has almost no way to live. And looking at the attitude of the Thunder God Sect's Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai, he obviously did not take him seriously. After a while, the multi-eyed demon also reached the top of the mountain. Just as he was preparing to make a move to kill Li Fuchen, he suddenly realized that there were others apart from Li Fuchen. I have seen Horned Demon King. Many-eyed demon is not a subordinate of Horned Demon King, but he is still in awe of Horned Demon King. However, his voice did not pass out at all, and on this mountain peak, there is no sound transmission. Horned Demon King waved his hand, apparently knowing that there was no sound transmission here. What to do? Li Fuchen regretted that he knew that the top of the mountain was so dangerous. He shouldn't have gone up the mountain. Along the way, there are many roads that connect with the trail, but the trail is safer, so Li Fuchen has not changed his route. I hope that chi strength can't be released on the top of the mountain. Li Fuchen can only pray for this, otherwise, he has no hope at all. Many-eyed demon saw that Horned Demon King was here, no longer worried about Yu Lai and blood ancestor, and directly punched Li Fuchen. The majestic fist strength is extraordinarily fierce even under the power of the array. Just then, a stone lion in front of the palace gate suddenly opened his mouth, and Many-eyed demon's fist strength directly turned into a black air current and was absorbed. Many-eyed demon was prepared, and the soles of his feet slammed on the ground. The speed skyrocketed, and quickly attacked Li Fuchen. He intends to kill Li Fuchen close. Just Li Fuchen will let him get close and quickly open the distance. Seeing this scene, Horned Demon King flashed killing intent in his eyes. Suddenly, Horned Demon King's figure disappeared. When it reappeared, it was already on the right side of Li Fuchen. Many-eyed demon because of the injury, the speed can only play 20 or 30%. Horned Demon King is not injured, and Horned Demon King is stronger than Many-eyed demon, and the speed is several times faster than the current Many-eyed demon, and several times faster than Li Fuchen. So fast. Li Fuchen big shock, there is no time to dodge. A gigantic fist came smashing down, filled with terrifying demonic energy. However, as soon as the demonic energy was released, it was absorbed by the stone lion. It seemed that true energy, demonic energy, and demonic energy couldn't be released on the small path or on the mountain peak. But only the emitted demon chi is absorbed. Inside the fist of Horned Demon King, the demon chi is not less. As long as it is punched, Li Fuchen has 10 lives. Even if there is a level 5 monster beast leather armor, it is definitely dead. Just then, a figure intercepted in front of Li Fuchen. A punch and Horned Demon King bombarded together. It is 10,000 blood cult founder blood ancestor. Horned Demon King is full of doubts and murderous eyes staring at blood ancestor, wondering why the other party will help Li Fuchen. Blood ancestor is not so kind to help Li Fuchen. With the impact of the fist, his figure retreats and appears next to Li Fuchen. Then a bloody rope flies out of the sleeve, circling and winding, tying Li Fuchen. Soon, Horned Demon King understood the intention of blood ancestor. Chapter 355. Not good. Wrapped by the bloody rope, Li Fuchen felt sore and weak, and true spirit could not be revolved. How can he not understand Blood Ancestor's plan? 10,000 blood cult has two vicious means. One is refining 10,000 blood bead, the other is refining blood corpse. If he guessed it right, Blood Ancestor is going to refine him into a blood corpse. Li Fuchen guessed right. Blood Ancestor did take a fancy to Li Fuchen and intended to refine him into a blood corpse. Refining blood corpse, the requirements for the blood corpse's cultivation base are not high, and the requirements for physical strength are higher. The stronger the body, the more blood Dao power can be accommodated. With Li Fuchen's physical strength, it won't take long for Blood Ancestor to refine Li Fuchen into a shedding body realm level blood corpse, and shedding body realm apex, just around the corner, is not without hope. After holding Li Fuchen, Blood Ancestor took off the mask on Li Fuchen's face. Li Fuchen's young face immediately gave him a shock. From the perspective of Essence Chi Spirit, Li Fuchen's age can't be more than 30 years old, at most 20 years old. In his 20s, he can reach the Heavenly Dipper Realm 8th layer realm. This talent potential is definitely the Heaven's Chosen among Heaven's Chosen. It is not an exaggeration to describe the King of Heaven's Chosen. Blood Ancestor faintly guessed the identity of Li Fuchen, the last star list first, the strongest first king star in 1,000 years. He still heard about it, but he didn't see it. After all, he couldn't think of anyone except Li Fuchen who can reach the Heavenly Dipper Realm 8th layer realm at the age of 20. Blood Ancestor was taken aback, and Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai was also taken aback. He also recognized the identity of Li Fuchen. Although he knew that Li Fuchen freak, more freak than Situ lay in his sect, he did not expect to be freak to this extent. As far as he knows, Li Fuchen's age should be 25 years old. 25 years old promoted to the Heavenly Dipper Realm 8th layer realm. This talent potential is the first in 1,000 years. After all, it is shedding body realm apex martial artist. After the surprise, Yu Lai quickly recovered indifference. How Heaven's Chosen, before growing to a certain extent, is no different from an ant. And to be honest, he doesn't want to see Li Fuchen grow up. With Li Fuchen's freak level, after 20 years, he may become a towering tree, which will undoubtedly threaten the status of Thunder God Sect. Taking out a blood-colored medicine pill, Blood Ancestor opened Li Fuchen's chin and stuffed it in instantly. This blood-colored medicine pill is called Blood Corpse Pill. After swallowing this pill, even the shedding body realm martial artist can't resist the potency and slowly erodes into a blood corpse. Of course, the premise is that the other party can't revolve true chi, otherwise true chi revolves and can still expel blood corpse pill potency. Blood corpse pill melts in the mouth, and Li Fuchen only feels a burning sensation spread all over the body. What pill is this? Li Fuchen had a bad premonition in his heart, and his consciousness instantly scanned the body. In the next moment, Li Fuchen's heart thumped. Although he was unable to use his true energy, he could still use his consciousness. He could easily see that there were places inside his body that had turned blood red. That blood red color was filled with extreme malice. Could it be that this pill is the key to refining the blood corpse? Li Fuchen was in a terrible mood. He didn't want to become a blood corpse. Once he became a blood corpse, he would be no different from a walking corpse. After giving Li Fuchen the blood corpse pill, Blood Ancestor sneered. A palm on Li Fuchen's back, crazy blood Dao True Chi, stimulated the blood corpse pill's potency. Horned Demon King seems to have eaten the loss of Blood Ancestor. Although there was a killing intent in his eyes, he still returned to his original position. As for the seriously injured many-eyed demon, he did not dare to provoke Blood Ancestor. Under the stimulation of Blood Ancestor Blood Dao True Chi, the blood color in Li Fuchen's body is getting more and more, from the beginning to the size of a sesame seed, the size of a thumb, the size of a fist, and the speed is extremely fast and getting faster and faster. As Li Fuchen gradually turned into a blood color, a deep malice emanated from Li Fuchen, like an evil spirit. Damn. Li Fuchen looked on helplessly as everything happened and couldn't do anything at all. About half an hour later, Li Fuchen turned into a blood color except for the head and the whole body. Deep malice, even many-eyed demon has some numbness. Is a blood corpse pill not enough? Blood ancestor first frowned, a face of reluctance, and immediately revealed a surprise color, and once again found a blood corpse pill. Blood corpse pill refining is not easy, and a blood corpse pill's potency can fully support 100 martial artists to cultivate the profound level top-rank body refining cultivation technique to perfection realm and beyond. Only so, in fact, blood ancestor doesn't care. The key is that the refining materials of blood corpse pill are hard to find, basically one less. You know, the general shedding body realm martial artist, he is not happy to use blood corpse pill to refine the other into a blood corpse. At most throw him into the blood pool, slowly refining, that's alright. 2 blood corpse pills were used on a person, and Li Fuchen was the first. As the second blood corpse pill entered the body of Li Fuchen's head gradually turned into a blood color, and finally the eyebrows and teeth of the eyeballs turned into a blood color. The whole person is like a bloody shadow, exuding endless malice and bloody aura. Seeing this, the smile on blood ancestor's face is getting bigger and bigger. The blood corpse in front of him is his most satisfactory masterpiece. Just 2 blood corpse pills have catalyzed it to the shedding body realm level. If you swallow some 10,000 blood beads, it is easy to reach the shedding body realm middle rank high rank, and one day, it may not be impossible to promote to shedding body realm peak, become blood corpse king. It seems to be foolproof. Blood ancestor moved his hand and untied the bloody rope on Li Fuchen. Rumble. At this moment, the palace door slammed open. Blood ancestor looked over, but did not know that Thunder God sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai did not know when to come to the door. Mind thought, blood ancestor let Li Fuchen follow him. Li Fuchen is like a shadow, following blood ancestor. Is it controlled by him? It doesn't seem to be. At this moment, Li Fuchen seems to have 2 consciousnesses in his mind, a bloody consciousness and a consciousness belonging to himself. The bloody consciousness is controlled by blood ancestor, and the other person's mind thought his body will be controlled by it. However, in contrast, his consciousness is stronger, and he can override the bloody consciousness and control his body at any time. Of course, Li Fuchen does not dare to act rashly. Once the blood ancestor notices the difference, the consequences are unimaginable. In order to verify his ideas, Li Fuchen tried to move his fingers. The next moment, the fingers moved a bit. Sure enough, Li Fuchen is in the heart. It seems that his consciousness is too powerful and will not be controlled easily unless the other person's consciousness is far beyond his own. But that is estimated to be beyond the existence of battle spirit realm. Moreover, there is a golden talisman in his mind. Chapter 356. The palace door opened, Yu Lai first entered, Horned Demon King and Many-Eyed Demon followed, Blood Ancestor and Li Fuchen finally entered. After entering the grand hall, Li Fuchen lamented his insignificance. There was clearly a spatial formation inside the palace. From the outside, it looked like a miniature city, but from the inside, it was clearly several times larger. Upon entering the palace, everyone immediately felt a powerful force seeping into their bodies. Under the infiltration of this power, everyone clearly felt that their true qi or demon qi could not be used. Outside the palace, only true qi and demonic qi could not be released, as they would be directly absorbed by the stone lions. Inside the palace, true qi and demonic qi were actually forbidden. Horned Demon King and Many-Eyed Demon were shocked at first, then ecstasy. Without the fiendish demon qi, although they were much weaker, they were definitely stronger than Yu Lai and the Blood Ancestor. After all, Yu Lai and the Blood Ancestor were humans. How could they compare their bodies to those of demons? Li Fuchen was also delighted. Originally, his physical strength reached the peak level of shedding body realm. Under the erosion of 2 blood corpse pill, his physical strength is not inferior to the level 5 high-rank monster beast. The true strength of humans was not only in their jinqi, but also in their martial arts. Without true qi, most martial arts could not be used. Generally speaking, even if the profound level top-rank body refining cultivation method is cultivated to the perfection realm, and the body refining true meaning is comprehended, the physical strength can only be comparable to the mid-rank level 5 monster beast, not to mention the high-rank 5 monster beast, not to mention the peak rank 5 monster beast, not to mention the level 5 demon. However, Li Fuchen is confident and has a superb consciousness. Even if he is not a horned demon king, he will not be easily manipulated by the other side. As for the many-eyed demon, the injured opponent, Li Fuchen was confident that he could suppress the opponent. Don't worry. Maybe the blood ancestor has other tricks up his sleeve. Li Fuchen didn't dare to expose his condition. Once he was exposed, the blood ancestor would have other means to deal with him. Damn it. I can't use my true energy. The blood ancestor grimaced. Apart from Li Fuchen, he had other blood corpses, but they were all inside a cardinal artifact, the exquisite blood pool. However, in order to open the exquisite blood pool, one had to pour in blood path chi. It was impossible for him to open the exquisite blood pool here. Fortunately, I left him outside. Blood ancestor took a look at Li Fuchen and felt a little relieved. Li Fuchen's physical strength, almost reached the level 5 high-rank monster beast level, can still play a great role. After all, in the palace, only the horned demon king made him afraid. As for Yu Lai, he shouldn't be a problem. Can I use my true chi? Yu Lai smiled faintly. As the supreme grand elder of the Thunder God sect, how could he not have any foundation? In fact, he had the qualifications to be fearless under any circumstances. The 3 humans and 2 fiendish demons were safe for the time being. They began to explore the interior of the palace. Of course, everyone went their separate ways. The blood-red Li Fuchen walked in front and the blood ancestor followed. After a while, the 2 of them arrived at the door of a room. There were 2 stone statues of dog demons at the door of the room. Go! The blood ancestor consciousness controlled Li Fuchen. Li Fuchen immediately rushed forward. Without taking the initiative to control it, his body was controlled by Bloody's consciousness.
What?
The dog demon stone statue came alive in an instant and greeted Li Fuchen. Boom! 1 man and 2 stone statues fought fiercely. Li Fuchen's body was fighting instinctively. Or rather, it was fighting instinctively under the guidance of Bloody's consciousness. The fighting method is not very clever, but at least it is tough enough. The blood ancestor watched the battle behind and did not mean to intervene. In fact, with his current strength, he can't beat the dog demon stone statue. Finally, the dog demon stone statue was broken, and Li Fuchen entered the room first, followed by blood ancestor. There is a long table in the room with a roll of bamboo slips on the table. Blood ancestor opened it and grinned. There is nothing special about the bamboo slips, but the content is quite valuable. At his level, the general treasure secret book can no longer make him tempted, but some seemingly useless things can make him tempted. It should be some insights. Li Fuchen secretly guessed. Leaving the room, the 2 continued to explore. Half an hour later, the 2 found another room. This time the door of the room was guarded by 2 wolf demon stone statues. Like last time, blood ancestor asked Li Fuchen to go up and break the wolf demon stone statue. Compared with the dog demon stone statue, the wolf demon stone statue is much stronger. Li Fuchen was scratched with several blood marks, but what surprised Li Fuchen was that his current body, self-healing ability was extremely strong, and after a while, the blood mark disappeared. It should be blood corpse pill that changed my physique. Li Fuchen secretly said in heart. There are thousands of kinds of medicine pill. In the legend, there is an undead pill. After taking it, you can have an undead body for a short time, which is many times stronger than blood corpse pill. So the special nature of blood corpse pill is also acceptable. In the room, blood ancestor got another thing. This time it is a piece of jade. I don't know what's special. The 3rd room is guarded by 2 leopard demon stone statues. Facing the leopard demon stone statue, Li Fuchen suffered a lot of injuries. The abdomen was almost scratched, the flesh and blood were blurred, the face was a claw mark, the flesh was rolled, and Li Fuchen's eyeball was almost torn. Once the eyeball is torn, this is a very serious injury. There is no heaven-defying medicine pill, almost impossible to recover. So this time, Li Fuchen took a full half an hour to recover from the injury. This can't go on. The next room is more dangerous. If it is a normal situation, Blood Ancestor will pay great attention to me and will not abandon me easily, but here, the other party is likely to sacrifice me. Li Fuchen's thoughts flashed. In his view, a potential blood corpse is obviously not as good as the treasure in the Black Heaven sect ruins. After all, the blood corpse is gone and can be found again, and the treasure is gone. It is hard to find. Finally, the two came to the door of the fourth room. On both sides are two tiger demon stone statues. Be sure to get out. Li Fuchen secretly made up his mind. He was preparing to move and suddenly felt something. Not far away, Horned Demon King and Many-Eyed Demon came over. Seeing Blood Ancestor, Horned Demon King had a bad look. Before, he also got a lot of good things in other rooms, some useless, some useful, but no matter what, he will not turn a blind eye, especially in the palace. He thinks he can crush Blood Ancestor. Hateful. Blood Ancestor stared at Horned Demon King. As a blood path martial artist, he could restrain any life form to a certain extent. In the Monster and Demon 10 regions, only the Petrified Queen and the Blood Demon King could make him wary. As for the others, he could either protect himself or suppress them. However, the palace can't use Blood Dao True Qi, and it can't restrain Horned Demon King. Go! Blood Ancestor doesn't want to entangle with Horned Demon King. Unfortunately, Horned Demon King did not intend to let Blood Ancestor go. Leave the treasure you got before. Horned Demon King stops Blood Ancestor and Li Fuchen. Horned Demon King, you don't want a foot. In the palace, you can sound transmission, Blood Ancestor Dao. What if I want a foot? Horned Demon King sneers. Stop them. Blood Ancestor ordered Li Fuchen. As for himself, he quickly retreated. How he doesn't know that Horned Demon King won't let him go so easily. Handing over the treasure will only make the other party think that he can bully, and it won't help. If you don't hand over the treasure, the other party will definitely force yourself, and the outcome will not change. Blood Ancestor thought that Li Fuchen would stop Horned Demon King, but Li Fuchen retreated faster than him. Let me go to the Horned Demon King, am I stupid? Li Fuchen ridiculed Blood Ancestor. Impossible? Blood Ancestor's eyes are wide open. Li Fuchen is actually uncontrolled. Chapter 357. Horned Demon King is also a bit stunned. Which is this? Court death. Blood Ancestor was angry, his hands were printed, and he read the spell anxiously. The spell was hurried and fierce, as if the ghost was screaming. The next moment, Li Fuchen's body appeared with a dark red curse mark-veined mark. This is Blood Devouring Curse, which was created by Blood Ancestor combining Blood Dao Foundation Curse Mark Blood Curse. It not only causes blood chi backlash, but also strengthens blood consciousness. Blood Devouring Curse was created to prevent the blood corpse from awakening its own consciousness. In the view of Blood Ancestor, Li Fuchen wants to get out of his control. It is simply a fool's dream. Has Bloody's consciousness been strengthened twice? In the space of consciousness, a bloody light spot is twice as strong, and countless bloody silk threads spread out. Unfortunately, it's still too weak. On the side of the bloody light spot, there is a light group like the sun. The light group bursts into thousands of rays of light, melting the bloody silk threads and destroying the bloody consciousness. Compared with Li Fuchen's consciousness, the bloody consciousness is undoubtedly no different from a firefly. Puff! A mouthful of blood spurted out. Blood Ancestor looks horrified. The other party actually destroyed the bloody consciousness. What a terrible consciousness. Is this spiritual awareness? Spiritual awareness, the consciousness that Battle Spirit Realm expert can have. It is qualitatively different from ordinary consciousness. Destroying the bloody consciousness, Li Fuchen's control of himself has reached the perfect state, even if his body has been eroded by 99%. Yes, Blood Corpse Pill did not completely erode his body, and his body still has the strength of dragon form. The strength of dragon form is very perfect and powerful, and Blood Corpse Pill wants to erode, not so easy. For a few breaths, Li Fuchen left the sight of Horned Demon King. Horned Demon King frowned and immediately looked at Blood Ancestor. Blood Ancestor returned to God and hurriedly ran. Even if Li Fuchen is not controlled, as long as he leaves the Black Heaven Sect ruins, he still has countless ways to control Li Fuchen. But now, you have to get rid of Horned Demon King. Horned Demon King is extremely fast and catches up with Blood Ancestor in a flash. Dead. A punch came over, even without the increase of the demon chi, with the physical strength of the Horned Demon King, it can kill any Heavenly Dipper realm martial artist with a punch, and it is basically no problem to smash the Blood Ancestor who cannot run true chi. Blood Armor. Blood Ancestor as an Eastern Lean Continent Apex expert, it is impossible to have no means. The blood chi around him surged and condensed into a blood chi armor. This blood chi armor had nothing to do with true chi. It was completely condensed from his majestic blood chi. Bang! Blood chi armor collapsed, Blood Ancestor spurted a blood, the figure flew out, and the Horned Demon King temporarily opened the distance. The Horned Demon King didn't want to let go of the Blood Ancestor easily and caught up again. Blood Armor. The Blood Ancestor roared. Bang! With the endless blood chi, the Blood Ancestor again and again resisted the bombardment of the Horned Demon King. How troublesome! Horned Demon King's eyes are gloomy. Without any restrictions, he didn't want to provoke the Blood Ancestor. The other party's blood path true chi has a great impact on him. In addition to the Blood Demon King, the Monster and Demon 10 region's major level 5 demons are basically unaffected. At most they are strong and weak. It's just that without the Blood Tao true chi, the other side is still so difficult to kill, somewhat beyond the expectations of the Horned Demon King. Getting rid of the Horned Demon King and Blood Ancestor, Li Fuchen returned to the original road. He intends to find a safe place to refine the Blood Corpse Pill Blood Chi. Although this blood chi could not affect his consciousness, it could corrode his body. Once his body was completely corroded, the burning heaven true chi would also dissipate. After all, the true chi suitable for the blood corpse was only the blood path true chi. The burning heaven true chi and the blood path true chi were incompatible. This is not the picture that Li Fuchen wants to see. The palace is very huge, and Li Fuchen found himself lost in the palace. This can't blame him. The palace is shrouded by space array, and space array is the most disorienting. Li Fuchen's consciousness has reached the battle spirit realm level, but in the heyday of the Black Heaven Sect, these are nothing. In the Black Heaven Sect, there are existences beyond the battle spirit realm, and the space array they arrange is extraordinary. Going deeper and deeper, Li Fuchen came to the door of a room. There is no stone statue in this room, and when I go in, I find that it is a lounge. It's here. Li Fuchen sat down in the corner and began to revolve the Dragon Form Forging Body chapter, urging the strength of the body. The strength of the dragon form is pale gold, like a strand of hair, shuttling through the flesh and bones. As Li Fuchen revolved the Dragon Form Forging Body chapter, the strength of the dragon form began to devour blood corpse pill blood chi. After the Dragon Form Forging Body chapter cultivated the strength of the dragon form, the cultivation is much easier than before. It is only necessary to devour the strength of the dragon form with the strength of the dragon form, such as the strength of the medicine pill of body refining medicinal pill, such as monster beast blood essence, such as blood corpse pill blood chi. Blood corpse pill blood chi is very rich and majestic, and the strength of the dragon form is swallowed. Whenever a trace of the strength of the dragon form swallows enough blood corpse pill blood chi, it will split. Therefore, there were only a dozen strands of the strength of the dragon form, and after a while, it split into dozens of strands, and then hundreds of strands. A trace of the strength of the dragon form shuttled through the body, and Li Fuchen was surprised to find that after the strength of the dragon form increased, in addition to the speed of devouring, there is also a trace of refining impurities effect, although very weak, but better than nothing. Maybe one day, when the strength of the dragon form is strong enough, there is no need to worry about the impurities in the monster beast blood essence. Blood corpse pill blood chi is very much, and Li Fuchen's strength of the dragon form grows rapidly. Hundreds of strands. More than 200 strands. 500 strands. 1,000 strands. When the strength of the dragon form reached 1,000 strands, the blood corpse pill blood qi was only a small half. At this time, Li Fuchen's body, finally basically restored to its original appearance, is no longer a bloody appearance. It looks a lot normal. Spitting out a bloody breath, Li Fuchen continues to refine the blood corpse pill blood qi. 1,200 strands. 1,500 strands. When the blood corpse pill blood qi was completely refined, Li Fuchen's body was filled with 1,500 strands of the strength of the dragon form. 1,500 strands of the strength of the dragon form are intertwined like a net, all over Li Fuchen's body, like a meridian. Dragon Form Forging Body 5th Chapter is finally small accomplishment. Li Fuchen's eyes flashed a dazzling light. Dragon Form Forging Body 5th Chapter Small Accomplishment, representing his physical strength, can resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm 3rd Layer Martial Artist. At this moment, True Spirit is not important. Even if he revolves True Spirit and has a level 5 Monster Beast Leather Armor, he can only resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm 3rd Layer Martial Artist, and the increase in defense is very small. That is, show the trump card, can increase some defense. Before that, relying on the blood corpse pill blood qi, he couldn't do this. This is mainly because the strength of the dragon form is higher than the blood corpse pill blood qi. After all, the strength of the dragon form is the Earth-level high-rank body refining cultivation technique dragon form forging body, which is not comparable to the general strength of qi and blood. P.S. I came back late last night and felt tired after a night's rest, but the next update will be much more normal. In addition, the Eternal Supreme's audio novels and comics have come out and can be seen in NetEase Cloud Music and NetEase Comics. You can go and see it. I feel good and I like it. Welcome to Legends of Cultivation, audiobooks, where we bring ancient fantasy to life through storytelling. Follow the rise of heroes who defy fate, unlock mystical powers, and battle across celestial realms. Our audiobooks are crafted for fans of Chinese cultivation novels, filled with battles, breakthroughs, and legendary artifacts. Subscribe and be part of an unforgettable journey into the realm of immortality.